Hey guys, this is Rocking3 being a live commentary Forza 5, and this is going to be another parts and tune, and I'm going to not call it a revisit because I have not done this Aston Martin DB5 before. So you can see on the screen here, I actually did finish a lap, and it took me 3 laps to finish this up. 2 laps minus the warm-up lap. I got into the sub 4 minutes on the B class on the long 24 Hours of Le Mans. I always forget the name of the track. But this Aston Martin DB5 is crazy fast. I'm going to finish it up here to show you that I did that in 3 laps. I'm going to close this up and let's see where it ended up. I'm not going to make you watch the lap. This is a very challenging car to drive, and I probably would have never got a clean lap had I been commentating as well. So what I want to do is here is just show you where place I'm at, and then we're going to go through the parts and tune. Traditionally, I have you watch me drive it, but it's quite a challenge, so you'll have to just go out and practice with it a little bit. I'm hoping to get this car in the top 100. I don't know if it will or not. I actually added the front Forza wing, and I wish I wouldn't had because I lost about 6 miles an hour top speed. But I can talk to that as we go. Okay, so I did get 90 seconds, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that time. Let's go ahead and finish this up. I'll give you guys the parts and the tune on that. I did try a few different ones. I was pretty happy where I landed. Again, I'd like to take that front spoiler off. So if you guys get to downloading the car and adding the parts, you might want to look at taking that front spoiler off. Alright, so let's go through the parts first. We actually did do a conversion here. We have the engine swap. We have the 6.0 liter V12. Quite a fast car, lots of horsepower. We left it rear-wheel drive. We have the twin turbo. See, they gave us 219 horsepower for 58 PI. Gonna go through the engine parts, and I can tell you right now that everything is stock. Let me see if I remember putting. Oh, I did put this on just for 1 PI. Again, this will be where you can gain a PI back if you take the front spoiler off, because I think it takes it back by 1. I have the race brakes. I really wanted to adjust those so I could stop the car. I have the race springs and dampers. I have the race front and rear anti-roll bars. No roll cage on this one. Just cost too much PI. And I did have the race weight reduction, but I had to land on the sport weight reduction. Just too many PI. We're gonna have the stock clutch. I have the sport transmission. I just did the 5-speed so I could get it to top out. 223 with the way I have it set up right now. 229 without the front spoiler. I have the race drive line. I was really trying hard to get back to, or get up to 600. I have the race differential. We're gonna have the stock tires. I did put a little bit of width on these. I have the 235s in the front, and I put the full width in the rear, 285s in the rear. And there's my buddy, Filthy Piehole. Again, weight, trying to reduce as much weight here. I got the Advan RG2s. Those are the lightest. You can get a weight equivalent to those. And I think I left the rim stock. I did try to adjust them a little bit, but it didn't really help. So we have the R15s in the front and the R15s in the rear. So those rim sizes are stock. Alright, so I put the front Forza bumper on. Man, I really should go back and gain that PI. If I had a suggestion to make here, if you wanted to go top out a little bit faster, go ahead and go with the stock front bumper. And we have the Forza rear wing. Let me see what I would advise you to get. Not much left in here, really, unless you want to do an exhaust or something. Yeah, you might be able to do an exhaust, get 25 more horsepower out of it. I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and buy that exhaust right there. And I'm going to go back and take the front Forza. It really doesn't drive much different. You'll have to trust me on that. And it looks like I completely messed up the PI there. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of weight back into it. So I took the bumper off, and I'm going to take a little bit off here. I'm going to put a little bit more weight back in here, and I'm okay with that because talk about tuning on the fly. You guys can stay with the one that I had, or if you want to, you can make these adjustments and go back. Really thought that was going to work out. That did not work out. And we have horsepower 98, 98, 97. All right, let's go ahead and go up here to the 98. And I'm sorry, I'm changing this on the fly, guys. There was one that was 98. There we go. We'll do that, 98. And let's go ahead and go back and add our weight losses back off here. We're at 599. Hopefully you're following along at home. We'll leave the tires the way they are. Let's see if we can get this back up to 600. Let's see, what else do we have? Now I'm just being silly here. 602. Alrighty. Let's see. Really don't have anything left to put back on. All right. So let's go back to where we were. We have that at 595. Northern Los Angeles area. I'm not sure what that is. 599. 601. All right, let's do that. Let's do 601. And let's see. Really did not plan on doing this on the fly. There we go. All right. So real quick, going back through the parts, we have the V12 engine. We have on the aero, we took off the front aero, so we're on the non-adjustable. We have the Forza rear wing. We have the Aston Martin bumper, which is more of a removal. On the tires, we have stock. We did not change those back. We did not change the rims. We do not have the clutch. We have the sports transmission. We have the street drive line, and we have the race differential. We did not change anything through here. And on the engine parts, we have the race engine block, and we have no race flywheel. We have the stock flywheel. So that is the parts. Get the 600. Car will actually be a little bit quicker than the lap I put down, but on the tune we have 26.5, 26.5. Gearing we have 2.72. Alignment, a bunch of camber here. We got negative 3.8, negative 3.9. We zeroed out the toes. 7.0 on the caster. 8.7 on the front roll bar. 31.86 on the rear. That is to really make it heavily oversteer. Gives you the options to turn it in a little bit more. 485.4 in the front, 607.3 in the rear. Right height, they just tapped it down a little bit, 5.3 and 6.5. We have the Race Boy 77 settings are 11.7, 11.7, 1919. I have the front arrow off, and actually that's probably not really even a number at this point. Brakes we have 46% and 200%. Differential we have at 30% and 38%. That 38% again is to hopefully help the car slow down a little bit. You can either take the tune that I first started with, which is the lap time that I put down, or you can make the adjustments as I just did. I think it'll be a little bit quicker, maybe a tad harder to handle, but I think overall it's going to be better because of a little bit more speed. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Catch you next video. Later.